Hi! Okay, I've definitely woken everyone up. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this from the window. How you guys doing? Yeah, it's really early. It's literally like not even 8:30, and good morning, world! So it's currently 8:25. If you haven't realized, I have a lecture in literally 35 minutes, and all my clothes are still in the dryer from yesterday. Okay, that's promising. The only reason I left them in here was because when I came back after 2.5 hours, they were still soaking wet. So let's find out the step. So it's like 2 hours later, you know, 9 till 11 lecture, you know, uni life, that's how it is. I'm here with him, Jeff. Oh, hi. And, you know, there isn't many things I hate in this world, but 9 a.m.'s, it's definitely fucking one of them, I'm not gonna lie. You guys know the hook, you know the catch of this, of the title, the thumbnail, everything about this video. I'm about to tell you guys the story of when I decided to go for a small walk. I made a few major bad decisions, and I almost paid with my life. This is genuinely 100% not clickbait. I am not exaggerating any more than it is. Hilarious, thank you, Jeff. To make this a little bit more captivating and lovely, we'll go into the top of a hill. It's quite poetic, I believe, to tell the story, and there will be flashbacks, because on the day of this actually happening, I was filming some stuff, so yeah, they'll be flashing back and forth to present to past. Squirrel! No, it didn't focus! Okay. Now, let me just start off by saying I'm not a fan of telling this story, like, at all. I don't enjoy telling the story. People have said, I've told them the story, and people have said, you know, that's a funny story, you know, to use in conversation, like, that's an amusing story. Great and all, but I gotta be honest, I wish I didn't have the story to tell. I don't like what happened. I will never be doing it again, and I am beyond grateful for the services that helped make me be here today. But I will be telling this story in some kind of humorous way, because that's logically, honestly, that's the only way I can tell it. So, let's get right into it. Okay, let's start the story. So, it was a day like today, absolutely gorgeous, sun shining, blue skies. I decided to go for a walk. The walk was pretty harmless, however, something I didn't do, which I definitely should have done, was check the tide times. I should have done it, because this is a long walk. This is from Aberystwyth near to Cardigan Bay. Is it Cardigan Bay? Is that what it's called? Clarick Bay, Clarick Bay. It's from Aberystwyth to Clarick Bay. I'd say is like a 45-minute walk at a good pace. However, upon reaching Clarick Bay, I realized the tide had actually come in and stopped me from getting out at all. I can move over a little bit if you want. Storytelling. So when I got there and I realized the tide was in, I couldn't go there. I had to come back to Aberystwyth along the same path, hoping to beat the tide that way. When I got back, however, I was in the exact same situation. I was cut off once again, as shown by this little flashback. Go. Thank you, again! I'm dead on serious right now. I'm probably showing this in a future vlog. I f***ed up hard. So basically, I'm going out for a walk. Over there is like a caravan, like the next town, let's call it. And that way is Aberystwyth. However, on my stroll back, I found out that the tide has come in by here and round the other side. Apart from that, I mean, there's no way of me scaling this exactly. So, I'm taking the executive decision to walk back, sorry, let me just adjust my hair. To walk back over to that town over there. However, here's the little dilemma, the little problem that I have. The tide is was closer than this over there. Like, that's why I turned back. I was gonna go through that town and along the path, like up the top of that hill. So that's why I came back to find that this tide's already in now as well. I am literally between a water and a f***ing hill. I'm being deadly serious. I don't know what to do. Like, this isn't even a joke. I'm not even trying to play a bit or do a skit or do any bullshit. I have no idea how to get back up to Aberystwyth / up there. Because I climb that, I'm probably gonna die. I guess just wish me luck. Kind of hope No, I can see it. I can see the wave splashing. It's already in, bro. I actually have no idea what to do. I'm gonna end up swimming, aren't I? At this point, I'm not really seeing the full scale of how much I'm in. I really just kind of see it as a joke at this point. Like I'm messaging Sarah like, oh, I'm getting cut off by the tide, haha, funny. But in retrospect, I probably should have realized I'm actually in danger right now, and I really shouldn't be joking around. Getting around the first, let's call it cove, I had to eventually swim it. I had to climb a little bit of rock and then swim some of it, with my bag kind of held up with my camera in it, which is terrifying. And this is the result. Yep, that actually happened. I actually had to climb that down there. By the way, that's deep, all right? It doesn't look it, but that's bloody deep. I had to scale that around there. I had to swim a little bit one part, but I still, oh, well, that's zoomed in. I still have to get around there. And that's even more in. I'm being like deadly serious. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. You don't understand how scary that was. Oh, and apparently everyone up on the mountains just doesn't give a shit. There's a guy in his boxers limping because damn, that hurts. Nothing, bro, I'm in so much pain. I just want to be home. Fuck you, see? After that clip, I then put my clothes back on, my trousers back on, I put my camera in my bag, and I run about this, I'd say it's like roughly half a mile, probably a quarter to half a mile of beach. I run it and I get to the other side. However, I'm literally in the same situation, but worse. The next cove, the final cove that I have to get around till I'm back on the promenade, back in Aberystwyth, is cut off even worse than the other one. It doesn't look it by the video, but this is deep. It's really deep. And I was hoping, there's actually a hole. There's a hole in the cliff, which we've actually climbed through before in one of my videos on Matthew's life. That was my that was what I was hoping to kind of exit through. However, this part was already, the water was way past it and I couldn't get there. Bear in mind, he does geography. Basically geography. Thanks. And should probably know the tide times too. Yeah. And that the sea does move. Yeah, I'll just go f myself. Alright, I'll see you later. Yeah, you can take over.
It's a cliff there if you want, you know.
So at this point, I'm literally stuck between the sea and a cliff. Like, it's a cliff. It's Constitution Hill. It's a whatever. If you live in Aber, you'll know exactly what I mean. If you don't, we'll just picture a cliff, picture water, and then they picture me. Like, they're magic. So at this point, I have two options. I can swim it, or I can climb the side of Constitution Hill. Honestly, in the benefit of hindsight, I can't decide which one I would prefer to do. I decided to climb purely because of my camera. I didn't want to risk it getting soaking wet. Also, the water's freezing cold, hypothermia and drowning. So I decided to start climbing the hill. It doesn't look too steep. It honestly looked like there was a decent path. I get 40 feet up, roughly about 40 feet. The article said I was, what was it? 40 meters up, 40 meters, which yeah. I think is somewhat inaccurate. I'm pretty sure I was not 40 meters up, but I was about 40 feet up, which is still high. Still far enough for me to fall and die. When I lose my balance and drop my bag. My bag with my camera in, my coat in, my keys, my wallet, everything. Falls, plummets. I watch it happen. Honestly, it's like it happened in slow motion. It's so shit. Child, you know? I just hear a bang, like the loudest bang on the rocks below, and I'm thinking my camera is f***ed, everything is broke, my bag's probably ripped to shit. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
She's a shed of tears. It's perfectly fine.
Jeffrey. So I decided I have to go back down and get it. I'm not leaving my shit. So I start going down a different way because I couldn't really get back down the same way, so I went down a different way. However, this really didn't help either. I ended up getting myself stuck. Little outcrop, my leg was on the one just below, and then this leg was kind of sliding everywhere. Honestly, I kind of looked like this. At this point, I'm really screwed. I have no signal. I'm like, well, the signal's going in and out. It's not really stable at all. However, I know that I'm so screwed right now. I need an actual emergency service to get me down. I need an emergency service's help because this is life and death. So I call 999. Now, as embarrassing as it seems, and it seemed embarrassing to me too, honestly, I would prefer to have just jumped. If you're ever in this situation, just call them. They won't be assholes about it. They won't be just call them to get you safe. So I ended up calling them and I didn't know you could just ask for the Coast Guard. Oh yeah, tip! If you call 999, you can ask for the Coast Guard and it goes straight through the Coast Guard.
Don't ask for the police because they don't have, things to help
did you know that? Did you know you could ask for the Coast Guard and they'd patch you through?
No, I didn't know
Okay,
that.
cool, I'm not the only one. So I asked for the police and I was like, I need help, I'm on the side of a cliff, yada yada yada. They told me that they're trying to call, they said, words! They said they're trying to call you, so hang up this phone and they will call you. I was like, I really don't want to, I keep losing signal. And I know they're just doing their job, so they told me you have to hang up so they can call you back. I'm like, oh, fine, okay, I'll call you, I'll hang up. I could not have called it any better. Lose signal immediately. I lose all my signal. I didn't know where anyone was. I didn't know, honestly, if people knew where I was. All these things were going through my mind that I was gonna be hanging here for God knows how long.
Hashtag Bear Grylls Born Survivor.
It was a fight or flight situation. I could have just dropped and just risked it. You know, I'd have been back on the ground. I could have had better signal down there. But it was a fight. I chose to fight. I chose to live on this day. I'm really glad when I'm in public. I'm really weird.
Yeah, you
so
can't scare them all off.
from the point where I got myself stuck to be able to call 999, to losing signal, to actually seeing someone who's going to help me, that was 45 minutes because, well, it took ages to actually call them because I had no signal, but it took 45 minutes to actually see someone. I saw 2 police officers on the cliff over there. They were looking in the wrong direction. I got their attention and they told me to stay where I was. No, I was gonna go wandering. Cheers for that, guys. Oh, they're just doing their job, but it was the advice ever. Anyway, so then I saw 2 lifeboats come around the corner. At this spot, I'm starting to think, wow, I've really screwed up here. Next, I see people setting up the top. They're like an abseiling team to get me down from the cliff. The icing on the cake, honestly, this is the part where I was like, wow, Matthew, you fucked up. Is I hear this above me. Is that a good helicopter?
No, that was
a helicopter, a rescue helicopter came to save me. Like, so eventually they get me down. The abseiling team come down, they take me to the lifeboat. The lifeboat takes me down to the station. Bear in mind, before the first cove, I forgot to add this, I actually already fell. I scraped all of my arm, like it was like shredded. I went into work looking like I went 10 rounds with a fucking crocodile, like it was bad. Anyway, they got me back. I'm soaking wet. I'm freezing cold. I had to get naked in front of 2 lifeboat men. I did not enjoy that at all.
I'll bet you did, though.
I literally was the worst. Well, it was horrible, Jeffrey. It was horrible. Eventually, I get back home and everything's all good. I'm soaking wet and freezing cold and embarrassed by the whole situation, but I'm safe. I'm alive. Once again, to everyone at that lifeboat station, in that rescue helicopter, on the police and the abseil team who helped me get me down, I am literally beyond thankful. Like, I legitimately owe you my life. You saved me, and that's the reason I'm still here annoying him every single day. Like, yeah. But it's the reason it scared me so much was small little things. The one thing, I was thinking about putting my phone in my bag to climb that hill. Like, if I had, I wouldn't have had a phone to contact anyone. I would have then been really screwed. These little things that if I had changed, I would not be here. There's that potential that I would not be here, and you would have to go to lectures.
Moral of the story, when old people say, get off your phone, no,
absolute bull. Your phone with you every single day of their life, because it turns out that I really did need it. But yeah, no, this is the moral. That's what happened about 3 weeks ago. Honestly, if there's a moral of the story comes out of this, 1, check tide times if you're planning on going to walk. 2, if you are planning on going to walk alone, make sure you tell someone where you're going. If worse comes to worse, at least they know that, oh wait, they haven't come back. Go look for them. 3, honestly, just take someone with you. I think I would have been 10 times safer if I had someone there. Like, if I had you with me, probably wouldn't have even needed the services. Like, we would have been able to kind of, we wouldn't both got stuck on the cliff, is what I'm saying. Very unlikely.
Nah, probably not.
And 3, 4, I mean, counting, skills, numbers. Don't do something which is so stupid like I did. I regret a single thing of it. The next few days, I was literally the most paranoid person ever. One, I thought I was dead. I thought, I'm dead. This is all a dream. I've forgotten how I've died and I am dead. That actually went through my mind. You know, on the cliff, I genuinely thought I was gonna die, and
Don't
then
do drugs, kids.
I'm not crazy, I swear. you know, I had to have people with me the next few days after the incident, and I didn't like being alone, but I also didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to go out, I didn't want to go to work even, but I had to, because so it was, okay, bye. Oh, I probably haven't even added this yet. I might have, I don't know, if I have, then yeah. But this is the footage of them actually saving me. They were like, yeah, can we use the footage when I go back to the lifeboat station? I was like, you recorded it, what? But yeah, this is the footage they put on Facebook, which had almost like over 6,000 views, which is great. And it doesn't show me on the cliff, but it shows me getting in. You can see the rescue helicopter, you can see everything. But once again, guys, if you're watching this back at that station or any emergency service, thank you, beyond thank you. Yeah, and if you're part of my course watching this, please don't take the piss out of me too much. That'd be great, thanks. Because I know, by tomorrow or next day, oh,
wow.
By tomorrow, the next day, a lot of people from the course will have seen this, and I know probably this time in 2 days I will be being ripped into by the world! But yeah, guys, I don't really know if this is gonna actually... Jeffrey, shut the f*** up. I don't know if this is actually gonna be a vlog. I just wanted to tell this story, so I'm gonna go back down the hill now with him, and
shit, there's tennis courts down there. Sorry.
It's dope. And we'll see what happens. So that was the story of how I almost died. How I royally... Oh, by the way, it's that hill over there. But you can't actually see it because it's like the other side of this. All right, cool.
Bear in mind, there is a train that takes you up the hill. You know, we'll point that one out.
You just shut up, Jeffrey.